Two incomes were supposed to make life easier. But if you're watching this right now, you already know the truth. Most dual-income families are more stressed, more exhausted, and more broke than ever. It's not a coincidence. It's a trap. And the scariest part? You probably didn't even see it coming. Right now, somewhere in America, two adults are sitting in the same house, both tired, both overworked, both wondering why, despite making more money than ever before, they can't seem to get ahead. This isn't motivation. This is reality. And this reality is quietly crushing families across the nation. The hook is simple. If you are working harder, making more money, and still feel like you are falling behind, this video will expose the truth that nobody else tells you. It will challenge your ego, shake your assumptions, and force you to rethink everything you thought you knew about money, work, and life. For decades, Americans were told, two incomes are better than one. More money equals more security, more comfort, more freedom. But in 2026, the data doesn't lie. Dual-income households are more stressed, more dependent on debt, and more likely to collapse financially at the first unexpected crisis. And yet this lie is everywhere, normalized and celebrated. Think about the daily grind. Your alarm goes off too early. The commute drains your energy. Work consumes your best hours. Evenings are not time to live. They are recovery hours to prepare for the next day. You are not living. You are surviving. And society tells you this is normal. Nobody forced two incomes on you. It happened quietly. Through social comparison, rising expectations, fear of falling behind. You didn't choose the race. You were born into it, and once you are running, stopping seems impossible. Two incomes feel safe until one disappears. Layoffs, health crises, burnout, emergencies. When life happens, dual-income households collapse faster than single-income households. Why? Because every expense is calculated on maximum income, every purchase relies on two paychecks, and every decision assumes the money will keep coming. This isn't about blaming families. It's about exposing a system that benefits from keeping you busy, distracted, and dependent. Let's break down how this trap really works. When households shifted from one income to two, the cost of living didn't remain constant. Housing prices surged. Daycare became mandatory. Cars, bills, and lifestyle expectations doubled or tripled. Society repriced life assuming both adults would work. The math was never in your favor. One income are impossible. Two incomes barely survivable. And the irony? Families feel richer so they upgrade everything. Bigger houses, newer cars, more gadgets, more subscriptions. Every upgrade is a golden cage, a new obligation, a heavier burden. Consider daycare alone. In many U.S. states, it costs $1,200 to $2,500 per child per month. That's nearly an entire salary after taxes. And yet parents feel trapped. Stop working and you lose health insurance. Career momentum stalls. Re-entry into the workforce becomes nearly impossible, so you stay. Even when the numbers make no sense. Even when stress is crushing you. Even when your children are raised by screens because you have zero time. The two-income illusion is dangerous. You feel richer, yet you are trapped. You can't quit. You can't step back. Every paycheck becomes a chain. Money isn't freedom here. Money is obligation. Chronic exhaustion, relationship breakdowns, mental stress, kids raised with absent parents. All this becomes normalized. America didn't get richer. It just got busier. And stress became the new normal. Contrast this with intentional one-income households. They design life around income, not income around life. They avoid lifestyle inflation. They value time over status. Less money, yes, but more control, more power, more freedom. Two incomes hide the real problem. Trading time for money without leverage. Hours spent equals money earned. Hours spent equals energy lost. No control, no freedom, just dependency. Wealth in 2026 doesn't come from working harder or making more hours. It comes from skills, ownership, digital leverage, asymmetric income streams. One strong income with leverage beats two weak incomes every single time. Ask yourself honestly, if one paycheck disappears, does everything collapse? Are you working because you want to or because you're trapped? Is your life designed around money or is money designed around your life? Two incomes didn't make Americans free. They made them replaceable. And now let's talk about the psychology. Your ego tells you, I am working hard. I deserve more. Society shows you, look at your neighbors, your friends. Everyone is doing it. But here's the truth. Your ego is being played. Your ambition is being monetized. The system wants you busy, dependent, and running faster every year, with no real progress. This is the brutal reality. And the first step to freedom is awareness. Once you understand this, everything changes. Let's visualize it. Imagine two incomes as a treadmill. You are running faster, working longer hours, yet the finish line keeps moving. No matter how fast you run, you are still behind. This is the hedonic treadmill of modern life. People believe more money, happiness, more security, more freedom. But the numbers, the stress, the sleepless nights, and they tell a different story. This treadmill is invisible, but it's crushing millions. So what's the solution? Step off the treadmill. Build leverage. One strong income with multiple streams of passive or asymmetric income. Optimize time over money. Invest in skills, digital assets, ownership, anything that multiplies your time instead of your stress. This isn't just advice, it's survival for your future. Remember, freedom isn't in 2 paychecks. Freedom is in control. The power to choose when, where, and how you spend your life. The power to not be replaceable. The power to design life on your terms. And yes, it takes courage. It takes awareness. It takes changing everything you thought you knew about money and work. If this video made you uncomfortable, good. That's how awakening begins. The discomfort is the first spark of change. If you want to take control, you have to act. Learn, understand, implement, and leverage your income, not surrender to it. Subscribe to Wealthy Ozin, because the system won't teach you this, but we will.